I'm really quite overwhelmed, even more than I expected to be. This is just the most amazing thing. This is fulfills all my dreams in life now, except for one, which is to have a racing pigeon named after me.
First, of course, there's no more appropriate person to name the library after than Bill Bryson, whose love of books, he's just admired by everybody around the world, not only for his literary knowledge, but for his books themselves. He's one of those great authors with an individual style. I couldn't imagine anyone better to name the library after. I mean, Durham, of course, has always had world-class libraries as the university's grown. The Cussons Library on Palace Green, named after Bishop Cussons, was the second lending library in the country after the Bodleian in Oxford, and we have the most magnificent special collections at Palace Green Library. What we've done here now is extended the main university library, nearly doubled its size, and one thing I think is amazing is the first morning it was open, 500 students ran in to get seats.
It was more emotional than I expected. It meant a lot to me when they told me it was happening, but I've known it was going to happen for quite a long time. But seeing it in 3 dimensions and coming in the door, and there's lots of people accumulated on the staircase and everything, it suddenly hit me that this is really a big deal in a way that I should probably have thought about before I came. But it's fantastic. It is, apart from being appointed Chancellor itself, this is the biggest honour that's ever been paid to me. When you think back, I mean, universities in the 60s and 70s and even into the 80s, they built an awful lot of really horrible buildings. And now it's so heartening to see them building really nice buildings and actually taking some care and seemingly spending some money on it, because in most communities the university buildings are among the very most important ones there are.
What we basically have is a new extension to the university library. The existing library was deemed in the early 2000s to be too small for the numbers of students who were actually using the library. So we started planning how we could actually put more study space in, how we could improve the number of computers we had, and how to actually reflect the changing learning styles of our students. Some of our students want to work by themselves, some of them want to work in a group, and so this area behind me is a group working area where students can collaborate, can work together, or can go up into a room and practice a presentation or work on some group work that they have to do as part of their assignment. So it's all of those changing learning styles. We have physically reshelved and removed 1.4 million books this summer. So we've moved books into the new extension, which you can see above here. So that's basically what we've been doing.
It's really great, yeah. It's really airy, really open, a lot more space to study, so it's been a really good improvement to the library.
There's also some really great facilities, there's lots of plug points for your laptops, and the group study room's also really useful if you've got a group project to do.
I think it's really beautiful. There's so much light in this space. It's really they pack in loads of seats and obviously loads of extra shelving space, but it's still so open and light. It's really nice.
Do you think having a nice building to work in helps?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really nice to be in a kind of calm, nice, light environment when you're trying to work, definitely.
And what are your feelings on them choosing Bill Bryson to name it after?
I think it's really lovely. Obviously, he was a very, very popular guy as Chancellor, and it's a nice way to remember everything he did for the uni, so it's really good.
I hope that all of your students will use it and appreciate it, and especially now that it's my library, I hope you'll respect it. So no scribbling in the margins of books, and when you take a book off the shelf you have to put it back in the right place and all of that.